Pretty much everybody's really thinking about what is going to in Calgary's real estate market because sales are a little slow. But let me break these numbers for you, because when you look at the whole picture, obviously sales are down. Last month sales were dropped pretty close to 6%. But when you look at all these different categories and different parts of the city, then you really start to understand the picture. Now, let's start with monthly numbers. Monthly numbers just came out yesterday, and obviously sales were down by about 6%. As you guys can see, sales were at 2,104 units got sold. Now, new listings also dropped. New listings also dropped by more than 5% to 3,829, and inventory was slightly up about 2% to 5,973 units. And the benchmark price was also down by about 3.5% to 568,800. Now, when I'm talking about different categories, can you guys imagine that other than apartment, the sales in all other categories did really well? Semi-detached homes and row house sales were in positive. But even though detached homes were 3-4 units down from last year, they were down by 0.27%. The only category that is struggling, that is the apartment sector. We know that there is so much inventory sitting, and obviously there are so many new units that are being built, and that's exactly why that category is struggling. Now, when it comes to detached homes, you guys can see it right here that sales were down by 0.27%. It was down by only 4 units. And when you look at the new listings, were down by more than 2% to 1,863 new units came into the market. When it comes to inventory also shrunk actually by almost 2%. We had 2,468 units up for sale. I have been talking to you guys since last year that the market will be slow till the end of April, but after that things will start changing. Now, if you guys notice that builders have stopped dropping their prices any further on some of their spec homes, they're still offering good deals, but on their new build, they have started to give different type of incentives, but they're not dropping the prices any further. There is a fear. Even I had opportunity to talk to some of the area managers at their show homes. They actually feel like because government is giving GST, no GST on new builds, that they do fear that somewhere within the next 3-4 months, builder may raise the price if things start going this way. If the inventory starts to shrink, and obviously they will take advantage of that opportunity as well. Now, when it comes to benchmark price, it was down by pretty close to 3% from 766,000 to 745. A lot of you are probably thinking, if the prices come down, that's the only time I'm going to buy the property. Now, can you imagine? This is only a difference about $19,000. You can easily negotiate that. When you're working with a good realtor, they can really guide you through that process. Now, let's talk about different parts of the city. Look at this picture right here. This is basically showing you what is happening in different districts of Calgary. And you can see the trend that prices are coming down in north. The hardest hit part is northeast, where the price is down by 8.7%. East, the price is down by 7.6%. Southeast, the price is down by 5.6%. But look at the rest of Calgary. You guys won't believe that in West, the price went up by 1.4%. So we've been talking about this, that market will shift, and you can see right here, this is Calgary, and you can see the price has jumped in the Western District by 1.4%. So I'm not sure why in Northeast, why everybody is just waiting to see what will happen. And obviously one reason has been very good reason, and I have talked to quite a few buyers that are waiting for their PR or other stuff. But other than that, there are still good opportunities even for investors, that this is showing you right here that prices in other areas of Calgary are not dropping as much as the east side of Calgary. Now, let's talk about, again, all the different districts of sales-wise, what is happening. In sales, when you look at the sales to listing ratio, you can see that every other part of Calgary is close to 60% or above 60%. Only northeast and east, where the properties only 41, close to 41, 42% properties are selling that hit the market. That is very low compared to all the other districts in Calgary. Now, as you guys know, Bank of Canada decided to hold the rate on Wednesday, April 29th. We predicted that as well. And so banks have kept their rates pretty close. I mean, their fixed mortgage rates are still like above 4%, and you can still negotiate a good deal when it comes to the variable rate. As you guys can see right here, you can definitely talk to your bank to see what kind of really good rate you can get. And let's talk about last week now. You know, this is one thing you guys need to keep in mind, that even though at this time of the year, we start to see more than 1,000 listings, but right now new listings in last week, 1 week came 873, 77 properties were back on the market, 624 properties saw price decrease, 15 properties saw price increase, 450 properties were pending, 562 properties got sold, 181 properties expired, 7 properties were drawn, and 204 properties were terminated. If you guys have any question about real estate, please give me a call at 403-689-2345. Thank you.